And y'all know what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? I like that intro, baby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my boy Andre Hayden for that beat, man. You know what I'm saying? I feel it, but I'm cool, man. My mic cool.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2.
You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so man,
G.
y'all know what it is, man. It's the Stay Packin, man. The Packers podcast, man. Stay tuned live in the building, man. We got my boy cousin Mike in the building.
So Mike.
Yo.
Man, got my boy Jay Dizzle, you know what I'm saying? Heart to Start podcast, man.
Come on now, Stay Tuned Live representative as well.
You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna get into it. We should have some other people coming through though, but you know what I'm saying? JD representing for them Niners, man, and gang in the building. All right, man. We about to give my boy some love, man. Xavier McKinney, man. That's the interceptions for the year, man. He's tied for the league with 7, man. So shout out my boy McKinney, man.
I think it was.
Do you know the other guy that has 7?
The other guy? I don't know.
It's that guy. It's that one safety from Detroit. I can't remember his name. What's that?
Is it Branch?
I can't remember, honestly.
It might be Branch.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe.
Branch been doing this thing. But Jay Will ain't here though. But I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, because he was talking about the injuries, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to Matt LaFleur. It says I'm just gonna read the bottom, says now he's got the youngest team in the league again and played 30% of his games with a backup quarterback and still has the 7th best record in the league. You know what I'm saying? So coaching goes far, man. Does a lot, man, with that good coaching, man. So
yeah, I agree. I'm surprised we haven't seen him win Coach of the Year. To be honest, it's just kind of baffling to me.
All right, JD, man. Jay Will wanted me to show all the injuries y'all had. So of course y'all had Ayuk, Purdy, Trent Williams, Bosa, Greenlaw, Hargrove, Ward, Hufanga. And to me, everybody under Hufanga, I don't even know who it is. You know what I'm saying? You might know who they is. I don't know.
Yeah, Hufunga's he's a really good key.
Everybody under Hufanga and up is big pieces. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
100%.
I'm not really sure who any of these other guys are, honestly, other than maybe Eli Mitchell. Eli Mitchell
played in the game. He was the punter for sure. He played.
Yeah.
I want to double back on the last slide though about LaFleur and the 30% of the games. One, like how you said, I want to double back on the coaching. And we've seen plenty of times when the starting quarterback goes down, it's a wrap for the team 100%. And for them to trade for Malik Willis with maybe a week or 2 left in the offseason, and for Love to get hurt in the first game, and I think it's injected into the second or third game.
Talk your talk, JD. Talk that talk.
And 100%. I mean, you know, they didn't miss a beat, bro. 100%. So definitely want to shout out on that. And then the slide after that shit, man. Them injuries, like Dre Greenwald, we ain't had him since the Super Bowl. Same with CMC. We ain't had him since the Super Bowl. Ayuk got on the field for 3 games. 1 out of them 3 games, he did his thing, but that was lightweight his fault, bro. If you didn't know that, if you knew you wasn't going to take, go somewhere else for the money, why you didn't hurry up and get in camp? I understand that you wanted your dough, but you got most of your dough. Y'all knew y'all was going to make that agreement. Come on now, and then you tear your ACL, you're done for the season. So all we got other than that is Trent Williams and Bosa and Hargrave. Hargrave isn't a defensive, a run stopper. He's a pass rusher. 100%. And if we want to start off what y'all did to us this game, 70 yards rushing in the first quarter, bro. It was all Josh Jacobs letting their ass have it 100%, bro. Oh my mama, not nosebleed if they wanted to in that game. And I'm gonna stop running my mouth after I say third quarter.
No, go ahead.
Tom Brady, his favorite team is the Niners. He grew up a Niner fan. That motherfucker said it took for Josh Jacobs to get a cramp in order for the Niners to stop him, bro.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
I was just watching the game. So I was watching it during the stream yesterday, but I wanted to come in prepared. So I jotted down a whole bunch of notes for the game to come on here. And, you know what I mean? And it ain't nothing that's going to say nothing about no injuries on our part neither.
No, right. I want Jay Will to see it. You know what I'm saying? I know he watching though. You know what I'm saying? But I'm on the show because he want to talk about injuries. You know what I'm saying? kick it to us. All right, we had Tyler Davis out. You know what I'm saying? We've been having Dylan out. You know what I'm saying?
Dylan
Our
out,
first
been
round
out.
pick is out.
Yeah.
Luke Musgrave. You know what I'm saying? Another. You know what I'm saying? Either first
Jordan Morgan is a big one too.
Yeah.
Ronnie
He's out.
Adams got hurt in the game. You know what I'm saying? Marshawn Lloyd is our was supposed to be our third string quarterback. So we have our second string running back. I mean, and our third string running back out. Wilson is basically our fourth string. We playing with our fourth and fifth string after Jacobs. You know what I'm saying? Adrian Cooper is out and Jair was out. So you know what I'm saying? Like we have some heavy hitters that was out too. You know what I'm saying? First and second stringers. You know what I'm saying? And then you want to say, and then my boy said no excuses. You know what I mean? So.
I love that Adrian Cooper shit. So we were just doing going over the odds of the the awards, the offseason awards, and Adrian Cooper is in there for defensive rookie of the year.
Yeah,
Right. I know. He didn't play
there.
last night. He didn't play last night.
Right. So he didn't the whole season though. For him to get a rookie of the year nominate, be up there as of right now, he balling, and for what he bring to the table with Quay Walker, them two in the middle, they nasty.
Right. Yeah, I would like to see a little more out of Quay though, man. He's still just not doing enough for me, man. He had a perfectly an easy interception right there,
he did.
bro.
Yeah,
and
but
he dropped it, bro.
He did, but he balled out last night.
I can't complain about him last night.
Listen,
he had a
we
90,
held
a 91
arguably
point some grade last night. He balled out last night.
Bro, we held arguably the second best running back duo in the league to 44 yards, bro. That's crazy because the number one, in my opinion, is David Montgomery and
44 or something like
that.
Right.
Hey, 100%, bro. And shout out to LaFleur for recognizing. Look, we don't got to throw the ball 30 times this game. This ain't the previous Niners defense that we used to playing. So when he let Josh Jacobs get, I want to say as a team they had 70 yards as a team in the first quarter. If I'm not mistaken, and Josh had 50 of those in the first quarter, bro.
Yeah.
And,
what was that?
JD, speak on those broken tackles, man. Like y'all usually a team that uses a short tackle. Y'all, yeah.
Tackles, bro.
And another thing, Josh Jacobs is third in rushing, leading, rushing yards for the season.
Right.
So he's putting in the work for sure.
Yeah, he's a legit back. And like JD, and JD, I troll, but I respect the real Niner fans. I respect the Niner fans that's been down, that can keep it 100 and can talk their shit at the same time. So, what I'm saying, at the end of the day, bro, it's nothing but respect for y'all because you guys have owned us. You guys have beat us, when it mattered the most. But at this point in time, bro, this somewhat was a de facto playoff kind of atmosphere. 100%. And this was an important game for not only you guys, but for us as well, because, we got to keep pace in the NFC North. And the NFC North it's the best division in all of football this year.
And Minnesota won yesterday and Detroit won yesterday.
Exactly. So, this game was so crucial to us winning this game, no matter, and like I said, this is the next man up. No excuses. I don't care who you got injured. We got injuries. It's football. You know what I'm saying? Nobody is sitting here feeling sorry for nobody. We just gotta you gotta go out there and get this win, and we did that. But at the same time, you guys needed this game just as much as we did because you guys need to keep pace in y'all division. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully try to make the playoffs. So, that was a big game last night, and we'll see. How everything goes going forward because I know you guys got a big one coming up with Buffalo, and we got a big one on Thanksgiving against the Dolphins. So. But hell of an atmosphere, last night, and hell of a performance. So
speaking of that, did you know that if we beat Miami and Buffalo beat San Francisco, that Buffalo already clinches their freaking division?
I know.
That's insane. By week 13, I can't believe that. That's
that division is terrible. That's why.
Man.
I got 2 points to double back on you too, Shotty. I knew it was real in the fourth quarter when LaFleur called that fade to Bo Melton. It was
Oh,
it was a 31-10 game.
yeah.
It was like 4 minutes left in the fourth
Oh
quarter.
yeah, boy, he won it, boy. He know it.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I
yeah.
think like Matt LaFleur took a page out of like Dan Campbell's book right there when he went in to run up the
Look, Ian,
numbers.
No,
Yeah, he
I knew it was
yeah,
real.
yeah, you knew it was real when he
100%
yeah.
no
I think that was Heath. That was actually Heath.
yeah, that was he.
He-
Oh yeah, it was Heath. Yeah, right.
Yep, he threw that fade route to
Oh, my
Heath and he caught it. I was like,
Hey,
Hey,
okay.
Heath was yeah.
5-yard line though, bro. That's what I'm
Getting
like,
off of
damn.
it when we.
Hey, he
But that
wanted-
goes
he
back
wanted
to
I'm gonna go
blood.
get their socks.
But
Though.
that goes back to JD, what you were saying, like one thing I can say, you guys are so top heavy, it's ridiculous. Like your roster is so top heavy. If one of your stars go down, it's tough sailing. You feel me?
100%.
So
Yeah,
and you guys have been, without that being said, you guys have been legit Super Bowl contenders and representing the NFC the last couple of years because of that top heavy talent you guys have. But one thing I can say, when your depth is tested, it's tested, bro. And one thing about us, dude, one thing I can say about the Green Bay Packers, bro, we got depth like crazy.
this is. I think it's our
Especially-
best year of depth too,
bro,
bro.
especially
It's
at
good.
receiver, dude, and running back, and it's just it's crazy. I've never seen this much depth on a Packer team in quite some time. So.
And Shad, on top of that, I think that actually goes to show how well like Matt LaFleur is as a coach, because he's able to get the ball to all of these guys.
Right.
You know, he's able to scheme for every single one of his guys. He knows where their weaknesses are. He knows where their strengths are. And it just shows how much knowledge he has of the ball, football, bro.
Yeah, because when Dobbs went down, it was like, all right, we didn't miss a beat.
Yeah,
Like,
we still
all
got
right.
Nick, we still got Heath, we still got Melton. Shout out to
Throw Heath in
Taki,
there.
Ian.
And Watson dropped an open TD.
Oh my, bro, that would have broke the game open.
Hey,
that would
JD.
have broke the game completely open.
And I'm glad you said that. I'm glad you said that because remember, it was a 10-17 game going into halftime.
Right.
It jumped out to a 24-10 game. And one thing we couldn't do is capitalize on any momentum.
Right.
Jay Love, say what you want. He almost
Yeah,
donated.
he gave y'all some.
Yeah.
Almost donated one in the first quarter. In the second quarter. Almost donated one. I think it was in the third quarter.
Right.
24-10 game with like 5 minutes left in the fucking third quarter. And you know that coming out of halftime, Debo take one to the motherfucking 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Flag.
Hey, that saved us,
Flag
dog.
at the flag.
That saved
So,
us.
you know, we stuck around in the game for as long as we could, but yet, you know what I mean? Y'all broke it open. And like I said, the defense is trash. We got off the field a couple of times. One time we got off the field, we had y'all on our side and fucking Leonard Floyd sacked y'all on third down.
Yeah.
Man, I think it threw a pick, or either it was a 3-and-out or was a turnover for us, 100%. And it was still a 24-10 game. And so a 2-possession game going to middle of the third quarter ain't too bad, but yet couldn't capitalize on none of the momentum that they could have had, or just a tiny bit that they had. Couldn't do shit, bro.
Hey, JD, check it.
I'm not attacking y'all or nothing like that. 100%. Niggas handled excuse my language. People handled their business 100%. But it shows a little bit that we did have some fight, like how you said it was playoff atmosphere game, and we both teams needed the game, bro. And
let me get some of these comments from Ian. Ian said North over.
Yeah, you're right, JD. I agree.
He also said Packers versus Seattle in the first round should be an easy dub for us. We'll see.
And we don't know if they're gonna win the division. They still that division still up for grabs.
He said JD, that 10th overall pick is looking nice for the Niners.
And then like with our division, right? So Arizona took their first loss in the division, right? So we just took one to Seattle, and we're 1-1 with Seattle. We haven't played the Rams yet for the second time, and we still got to play the Cardinals for the second time. But we're 1-4 in the fucking division, I think, or 1-3 in the division.
It's
so
1-3.
1 game, 2 games, we 5-6, I think it is. So I don't care about the standings because we're not catching none of the, like y'all. If y'all don't catch the Lions or somebody, y'all gonna have either the 5th or 6th spot, 100%. You got the other teams that you fighting with, especially our division leader, and I think we only gonna get one team out of our division. So
for sure, y'all only getting one team out that division.
You know what I mean, it's a long way to go, even if we do get healthy, bro.
But because I I thought Minnesota would fall off a little bit, and they just
Because
haven't.
they defense keeping them on track.
Shout out to
Yeah.
the scoring.
Hey, JD,
100%.
I was talking to Mike right before we started, right before you came in. What you think about, you know what I'm saying, that free play? We thought interception because y'all had 12 men on the field, and then right back,
Back to
y'all
back, it was 12 men on the field.
had White
That's
House
coaching.
back to back.
JD, that's coaching.
That's the
I
thing.
haven't seen Kyle crash out like that in a while, bro.
That's coaching,
He
JD.
was
He
pissed.
went
No,
crazy.
facts, but see,
Here's
that's
my question to you, JD. I wanted to ask you this because you're a 49ers fan. Like, do you think that they're gonna have to like clean house on like the defensive coaching, or just like maybe just get
We
rid
never
of the
got rid of Will.
coordinator
So,
himself?
what it is. What's going to happen is, in my opinion, or what needs to happen, because I've been seeing this on the last couple of days, 100% about this, or probably the last couple of weeks about the fucking defensive shit, right?
Right.
So Salah, when the defense was hot, he got a job. He didn't. Shanahan didn't fire him. He lost him. When DeMeco Ryans took over, defense got hot. He got an NFL head coach job. Then you bring in Wilkes. Wilkes for the whole regular season. Defense is a top 10 defense, probably top 7, maybe 5. I don't know the exact numbers last year, right? But when when we played y'all the first game of the playoffs, meltdown. Play the Lions, meltdown, right? So it showed when the camera was really on that it melted down. Even though during the regular season, it was a great defense. I forgot what our record was, but we was the number 1 team in the NFC. So to talk about what you finna say, big bro, you made Wilkes a scapegoat because it was still a little, the like I said, y'all game and the Lions game meltdown, but somehow we got it through. Meltdown in the Super Bowl. Oh, we got to get rid of Wilkes because we lost the Super Bowl. Boom. You make an in-house level up with Sorensen. Don't nobody know who Sorensen is. He's never been a DC. But on top of that, you compile that with Brandon Staley, bringing him in. What the fuck is Brandon Staley did? Last time we seen Brandon Staley as a head coach, and he's a defensive guy, he couldn't do shit with San Diego. And San Diego had many players on defense for them to do something. 100% on top of
that's the same talent. San Diego, that's the same talent the Chargers got now.
Yeah.
They got the same talent they had when Staley was there, and they are balling with Harbaugh.
Isn't Brandon Staley and defensive coordinator of the Finns now?
That motherfucker, he was with us at the beginning. I don't know if he's still in the building, but he was at Shanahan.
It was the 49ers, wasn't
it? Like how Salah with y'all right now, just being like an overseer or some shit like that. That's Shanahan brought Staley in to do like the same thing, even though Salah, they say he on offense, and they said last week Watson, his big play, Salah caught that. I heard that on the radio. I don't know how true that is.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, he did.
Just to answer your question though, Mike, I think what they're going to do is is really Shanahan and Lynch as like equals. They're the general manager is not the overseer. I think what they should do is do like how Philadelphia did. Look, we're gonna bring in somebody right now that he's just over here. Even though that they brought in Kellen Moore to run the offense, if we just keep Shanahan over here and we bring in somebody that's a well-known defensive guy that kind of like what they doing in DC. You got Cliff Kingsbury offense, and Dan Quinn just oversees the defense and the whole team. So my thing is we need to take some input away from Shanahan, because Shanahan has a lot of input on what defenses run and what.
Do you think that do you think you could bring in a guy like Ron Rivera or somebody like that, and then just have him run the defense for y'all or something like that?
That's what Ian said. He said, didn't the Niners hire Brandon Staley to run the defense?
I don't know what the fuck they hired him for. They shouldn't have hired him if you got.
Because he's not. I say Ron Rivera because Ron Rivera is known for being a defensive.
I wanted Ron Rivera before we got halfway.
And the rumor was they offered Bill Belichick to come in and give him whatever.
Yeah, they did. But Belichick ain't gonna do that. Belichick ain't gonna ever do that.
But for them to make the call, that tells you how desperate they were, bro. 100%.
Where's Wilkes at now?
Go. 100%. And then not only on that, and you know what I mean, bro. So from the Tampa Bay game, bro, that last drive, they gave them a defensive holding, offsides, defensive holding, all types of shit to get all the way in scoring range, but they gave us 40 seconds. Boom. Then you follow that with the Seattle game. You couldn't do nothing. Then before the Bucks game, James Conner killed you, bro. They haven't been able to do nothing. And the wins that they got are the Jets, New England Patriots. 5 wins. I'm missing 3. Please forgive me right now. But I just told you the Jets and the Patriots are 2 of their wins, bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Speaking of penalties, I also wanted to point out how we really cut down on our penalties, dude. This game, the Packers. I mean, we're the most penalized team in the NFL right now. I think if I'm not mistaken. So, but like I noticed we didn't have as many illegal shifts. We didn't have as many of those.
Y'all beat Dallas,
plays. Those plays that were basically those plays that were like keeping us from getting the 3rd and 5s and shit, because they would turn it into like a 3rd and 10 or a 3rd and 11, like, and then we were screwing around and not getting plays. And then the play calling also was much better this week than last week against the
for sure, especially when we got in the red zone. Like I like to, and then we got like, if Romeo Dobbs is out, hopefully that gives, you know what I'm saying, some more time to Tucker Kraft, because, man, I think we should dial up some more stuff for Tucker Kraft, man.
I agree. Some more, like, out routes, some more in routes, like, something down, like, where the middle, like, attack these teams that don't have good linebacker cores, man. Like, get them to the ball. Because that dude, because we know he can truck over dudes, too, man.
He did it.
He can break tackles.
He did it on his touchdown, and as a fantasy football player, you know, Tucker Kraft was a waiver wire darling, and he fell off for the last 2 weeks. But I heard during the broadcast, I don't know if it was the announcer or Brady, but they was like, they made it an issue to go ahead and get Tucker Kraft the ball this week because you know, the last couple of weeks he wasn't getting involved 100%. And one more thing, bro, we only had 3 yards going into the 3rd quarter on the ground. When Jordan Mason cracked off that 15-yard run, he doubled what we had. Or no, 6 yards going into.
I didn't know that for real,
bro. 100% going into the 3rd. They had 6 yards.
Yeah, bro. Like crazy. It was, and
it wasn't
like
moving
Vegas,
the ball at all on the ground.
Like Vegas said right here, man. We do got to give props to Jeff Hafley, man. Jeff Hafley was able to scheme against those two great running backs, by the way. Really good. Like, I'd say they're top 10 in the league, both of them.
Yeah, for sure.
And I just think that it does speaks on how this coach is kind of finding his way with us, you know. And I think I'm putting a lot more trust in Jeff Hafley going forward after that, for sure.
I mean, they cleaned up the penalties on the offensive side of the ball since the bye week, so they didn't really have many penalties against the Bears or the Niners as well. Not only that, people got to understand, people was talking about the play calling against the Bears last week. The Bears have the #1 red zone defense in the league.
Talk about
okay. Let's keep that. Let's kind of understand that. Okay.
Yeah.
This ain't
I just feel like the 2nd and 1 we throwing. I don't know.
Right. And I get that. But like, let's keep it a buck. The Bears got the #1 red zone defense in the NFL for a reason. And with all that being said, we should have still hung 30 on them. But it is what it is. We got the win. Again, the Niners, they still have a top 10 defense. Their defense is still ranked in the top 10. Okay, so for us to do what we did against a top 10 defense, regardless, bro, I mean, you gotta give LaFleur props. Obviously, give him some grace on the play calling, but I don't think Jeff Hafley get enough credit.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
I don't think he does either.
The last couple weeks, like for him doing what he's done, especially with the Bears, they were complaining about how Caleb moved up and down the field.
Okay, they're gonna say, "Oh, we played against the Bears. Oh, we played against the Niners without Purdy," and so that's why he's not gonna get the credit until they play a team that other people respect. You know what I'm saying? For right now, they're not gonna give him no credit because of the teams that we beat. It doesn't matter to me.
At 10:34 in the 2nd quarter, The Packers had 160 yards of total offense. The Niners only ran 6 plays. That's credit to Hafley and what the fuck how he shut us down. First of all, even though Josh Jacobs completely ran the clock out, y'all had a 7-minute drive for the first quarter, but still though, bro, Hafley came and shut the shit down, bro. Even though we was still able to keep it a 2-possession game for a long time, and still had opportunities to score some more, but couldn't do shit, bruh. And he's a first-year head DC right now, right?
You're right.
Oh my God, bro.
He's not gonna get that. He's not gonna get that credit right now, though, because of the teams that we've been playing like the last couple weeks.
We get our first down of the game with 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the second quarter. Then get third and short, fucking false start, 4 for 2.
Yeah, y'all penalties was adding up, man.
Like, bro, like,
hey, Vegas Hockey Hub said all 4 teams in the NFC North have top 10 defenses. Lions at 2, Vikings 5, Bears 8, and Packers 10.
Yeah, that's dope, bro. And you know what else? Hey, I want to give a shout out to the unsung heroes of the Packers that have been the unsung heroes, I think, for a very long time. Our offensive line is 4th in the league right now. It's crazy,
bro. I know they're top 3 in pass rush and pass win rate, pass blocking win rate. They're top 3. They're number 2. We have the number 2 rushing attack in the NFL.
Yes,
number 2 behind Baltimore.
So it goes like this with offensive lines. It goes Detroit.
I was about to say
it goes
one for sure.
It goes Detroit, Philly, Kansas City, then us. So we're 4th. I'm sorry, 4th. So then so I did say 4th, right? Yeah, we're 4th after them 2. And then I think the 5th one was, I don't know who it was. I think it was, I don't know. I can't remember. I think it was Vikings.
All right, JD. So right here, y'all see where y'all at? My number set, yo. So y'all 1, 2, 3, 4. Y'all 4 got 4 games out or 2 games. Well, 2 games out. Wild card.
As the 7th spot, we will be in as of right now because that's the wild cards.
That's wild card. Yeah,
a wild card. So Minnesota, and so the last 3. No. Yeah, so the first 3 teams on the wild card is automatically in. So
yes. So right now it's
Washington, Green Bay, and Minnesota is the 3 wild card teams that's in. Atlanta, Seattle, and Philly is the 4 that's automatically they get the home. So look how far you got to go up. So you got 2 teams in your own division. Then you got another team that's outside of the division that's in play for their division. So you got to swap Tampa and Atlanta as of right now, and then you got to swap Seattle with Arizona and the Rams with us. So you still got that you got to beat on top of Washington and Minnesota and Green Bay. You know what I mean? So you got to fight with Atlanta and Tampa because they that's 2 teams in there, and then you got 3 teams that's gonna get in as of right now from the NFC North. So you got 2 from the South and 3 from the fucking North, and then on top of the 2 teams that you battling with in your fucking division, bro. Oh my mama.
Right. So y'all got to win y'all division. What it's looking like right now.
100%.
You know what I mean?
Which they still can, like, because the
division. They only 2 games out or a game and a half out.
Yeah, game out.
No, bro. Arizona is 3-1 in the division. They just took their fucking first division loss. We're 1-3, so we gotta make up ground to make. We gotta split even with LA, who's up there with them, or up there, and then fucking 1-1 with Seattle, and then we're 0-1 with we're 0-1 with LA and 0-1 with Arizona.
Yeah, y'all beat Seattle.
Round to make up, bro. On top of, you need to pray that people lose, just like in fantasy. If you're fucking 4-7 right now or 3-8, bro, you got a lot of praying to do that you get into the playoffs in the fantasy right now. So it's the same thing with this shit, bro.
Right, you right, and then not only that too, you got, if there's to me, this is how I feel about it. If there's a team that will fall out that wild card spot, it will be Washington. I
Yeah,
think
Washington losing is helping us out.
right, because if they end up, that's the team that I think that might end up by the end of the year, they might not make the playoffs.
What is that?
Because
Three losses?
huh?
Is that 3 straight losses for Washington?
Yeah, exactly. And this is the time where you need to be playing your best ball.
100%.
Late November going into December and January. So, and they're playing, it's looking like they're playing some of their worst ball right
Dalton
now.
just asked, are they frogs? We're going to see in the next couple weeks.
We'll see. You lose to Dallas, then you lose to who did they lose to?
Baltimore and
Baltimore.
fucking Philly, I think.
Philly, yeah,
they
back
lost
to
to
back. So
Philly.
like, I don't know, man. Washington, we'll see if they can. They're a young team. We'll see if they can bounce back, but they're playing some of their worst ball right now.
Yeah, so I mean, Chicago's basically out of it. To me, if you only got 4 wins, teams with 4 wins right now is definitely out. Like I said, I think y'all got the tightest division, right, JD? The West.
Yeah, and that's why I think only one team is coming out of the West. And as of right now, that's what they have it. If the playoffs would start today, it would just be the division winner that's in there. You know what I mean? And y'all will have 3 in there, and the East would have 2. That's
the
crazy.
Thing is, I think we're gonna get 3 in there.
Right,
I think it's gonna be 3 teams from the North that make the playoffs.
100%.
Ian said, seeing the point differential for the first time, and the Bears are +4 while being 4 and 7. Of course they would. I mean, yeah. Sometimes those are garbage time points, though. Braxton, man, what's up, man? I'm a Lions fan. What's the best division in the AFC?
The West
right now.
The AFC West. Yeah, the West. You right.
Yeah,
You right,
West.
JD. The West.
Oh,
Yep. The West. The
Yeah.
West.
Yeah, my boy, bro, Knicks, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Denver, the Chargers, and Kansas City. All 3 of those teams right now are in the playoffs.
AFC
as of
West.
right now.
So I want to show JD what we go through as Packer fans, even when we win the game. You know what I'm saying? And some of these people are just Aaron Rodgers fans, so they won't find any little thing. You know what I'm saying? So we got one dude right here in the group. He said, "I'm not sold on this win the Packers got. We played them with half their defense out and no Brock Purdy. We should have scored 60 in this game. Our pass rush is horrible. Like, for reals, get rid of Jeff Halfley, dude. Defense is soft as pudding. Joe Barry had a better pass rush than Clown Halfley. We're going to get our butts handed to us in the playoffs. See, we could win.
That dude knows nothing about nothing.
You know what I'm saying? Got stuff to complain about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
he knows nothing about nothing.
I got something to say about this, in which, this is my first game that I really watched of y'all from, beginning to the end of this year. And for a team that's known for rushing the ball, and you got a backup quarterback in, you're going to make sure that you got to run the ball to take all the pressure off of him. I don't care how many stars you got on defense, 100%. You're going to make sure you try and rush the ball. And, bro, they only had 50 yards of rushing in the game. The pass rush will show up when you need it to, whether you manufacture it by blitzing or you just got somebody that's hot and can get there when they get there, like how Myles Garrett did on Thursday night when it was snowing, and we seen who, he showed up 100%. You know what I mean? You can manufacture pass rusher, or if you just got a solid stud, you don't have to 100%. If you really want to get that, but also on top of the pass rush is, can you cover? You know what I mean? And they was down Jair 100%. He been in and out the lineup before, but still though, you know what I mean? You got Xavier McKinney that's picking shit off. So when you do get the pass rush and you get your star cornerback back there with your star safety, you can manufacture the pass rush. You just don't need one person to get 10 sacks, 15
exactly.
sacks.
Ian, we're not done.
That's a unit, bro. And that's the thing about defense. You move as a unit, bro.
Yeah, Ian, you said we spoiled, but I'm not done. You know what I'm saying? I got a couple more. He said Packers are going to have to rethink that D-line this offseason, which I kind of agree. You know what I'm saying? Like, our D-line hasn't really done that much. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is right after a win. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude.
They complain about everything.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand it's how we win, but these same people would have been complaining if we won by 3. You know what I mean? That's more of a disappointment. If we won by 3, we don't have Brock Purdy and, you know what I'm saying, Trent Williams and missing all these people. And then, you know what I'm saying? Love is lucky he doesn't have 3 interceptions. Like, come on, man. Like, this guy right here, he's a Aaron Rodgers stan. So anything Love do, he's not going to like. You know what I
Well,
mean?
see, that's the thing. He did almost donate 2 of them. I don't know
Oh,
about
yeah, for sure.
my mama. But the thing is, though, from why he's like that right now is because, bruh, from the second half of the season, what was his TD to INT ratio? Like 20-3 last year? I think Love's TD to INT ratio for the second.
Yeah, it's a big difference.
It was a way big difference, you know what I mean? So I kind of understand what he's talking about. But when you're 7-3 right now, 7-4, whatever y'all is,
like, come on. And they also said it's painful to watch how poor this pass rush in this. But it's like, dude, we got the job done. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, I'm like, we don't need to, you know what I'm saying, have a crazy pass rush. As long as, to me, CMC, we stop CMC. CMC is the number 1 guy we need to stop, and that's what we did. You know what I mean? So.
And that's the ball on Shanahan as well, though, because CMC, if he's not what he is, because of him having not a lot of game reps up under his belt, 3rd game in, whatever it is, or if it's because of the injury. But like I said, when JP Mason ripped off that 15-yard run coming out of the second half, and JP Mason was a top 5 rusher in the league before CMC came in. What the fuck is going on, Shanahan? And then I've been saying for like the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, Shanahan is looking a little bit stressed out.
Yeah, he was.
Serious.
You saw that? I saw that too.
So look, I'm gonna tell you something, right?
Out there.
Like Shanahan is younger than me, but looking
he look old, dude.
I Google what it is. We only 1 year and 4 days apart, but he got the year. But I've been through a lot of drama in my life, right? All you doing is coaching football, bro, and you looking so bad. My bad, JP. My bad, JP.
You ain't the only one. I seen that. I was like, you know what I'm saying? I was looking at his beard. We all saw him pepper, though, but he just looked stressed.
He's stressed, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Okay, look at LaFleur, you know what I'm saying? And look at Chan.
Yeah, you're right. Look at
it's
LaFleur.
A totally different look. You know what I'm saying? LaFleur keep his thing up, you know what I'm saying? And then you got Shanahan, just, you know what I'm saying, came from the Super Bowl.
Like that, bro. 100%. And Shanahan is a Sagittarius. We only 4 days apart. His birthday on the 14th, mine on the 18th. And this Sagittarius shit, matter of fact, I ain't gonna do that. But I'm just saying, a lot of us is what we is. My daddy is Sagittarius. We only 3 days apart. 100%. And everybody in my family, bro, you just like your daddy, 100%. But what I'm going through, bro, I swear to you, he's completely stressed, bro.
I'm back in here, boys. Sorry.
Pressure on him.
Oh, good.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, man. It's just like I don't know. He looks stressed out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that, them penalties, like when me and Mike was talking about, man, to have 12 men on the field, to get 12 men on the field first, you know what I'm saying? Give up the free play, and then right after, you still got 12 men on the field.
Yo, he was so pissed. That's why I asked that question to you too, ultimately, because it's like when you make mistakes like that, bro, your job should be on the line. You should be in the hot seat when you make mistakes like that. This is the NFL, dog.
Just to clarify, what happened was on the first one, it was an offset penalty. It back to a negative. But like you said, it still was a back-to-back. It was a back-to-back.
Hey, when I saw it, I was like, I know they just had 12 men on the field.
I will say this, though. I will say this. Like, people who saying Shanahan on a hot seat, go slap yourself, because at the end of the day, he's still a top 5 coach in this league, bro.
No, I'm saying, whose call was that on the defense?
And I get it, but, bro, I'm not going to disrespect Shanahan like that. That dude is still legit as a head coach.
No, what I'm asking, that's a serious question. Like, who calls your defensive plays?
I don't know, his DC, his defensive coordinator.
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's his fault. That's not Shanahan's fault.
The whole shit.
That's not Shanahan's fault. Let's get that clear. I do not think that at all.
Yeah,
that was Doofus's fault, dude. Whoever your defensive coordinator is, or whoever's calling that plays, they should have been on lock, counting those dudes on the field and being like, oh shit, what are we doing?
I heard too, and I think it got brought up during our stream yesterday. Somebody said that
said Nick Sorensen is 49ers DC.
100%. Sorensen, and you got Staley over there as well in the building. But somebody was telling me before Dan Quinn accepted the Dallas job, the Niners reached out to him as well, right? And I said, well, do you think Dan Quinn is mad at Shanahan from what happened in the fucking Super Bowl against the Patriots? Like, man, I'm not finna come double this back with you. I seen how you melt down. I see how you like to put in on how shit is running. It ain't been working for you 100%. And then I just want to double it back with the Salah and the coach for the Texans, D'Amico. They got promoted to HCs. He didn't fire them, bro. 100%.
Yeah, no, for sure.
They were balling last year. He
Yeah.
made bruh the scapegoat.
And
100%.
same thing's gonna happen this year with Ben Carson in the offseason, to be honest with you. The guy that runs everything over there in Detroit with the offense. I don't think he's gonna be their offensive coordinator next year. He's gonna get a head coaching job.
Dalton said 49ers
Or
should
Ben Johnson,
have
I meant.
fired
Ben
Wilkes.
Johnson. My bad.
He shouldn't. They shouldn't have fired Wilkes. It's not their fault that Greenlaw got injured.
The only thing is with Wilkes is that, like I said, for it covered up.
He was a scapegoat, though, JD. He was a scapegoat.
And it was the wrong time for the defense to fall apart.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you look at the last 3 seasons, the Niners was in the playoffs. Last year is the only year that we was the number 1 team in the NFC. The first 2 years we had to fight to get the excuse my language. And we had to fight and be wild card teams. We went into Philly. We went into
Green Bay.
Rams and lost the Rams. You know what I mean? So
y'all went into Green Bay, beat us. Shit.
Oh my mama, 100%. Right. And so last year was their best year to go ahead and capitalize on the Super Bowl.
Yeah, CMC stayed healthy. So
yeah.
So I will say this, JD. I do not think by any means Kyle Shanahan's job is on the line, no matter
hell
what.
No.
But
that dude is too good. He's too good of a coach to let go like that.
But when is, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
I gotta go.
Now,
keep on saying his past accomplishments
right now.
If he does bad next season, when your guys are healthy and shit, and your whole team's healthy, then I think he should be on the hot seat.
But they're gonna be a different team though next year, man.
Yeah, that's what I think too, man. I think so.
But hey, when are you gonna, you know what I'm saying, start putting this putting them out there, putting them on notice? Is like, okay, man, we not just a team that wants to get there. You know what I'm saying?
Give him a 10-piece. So his first year was 17, right? How many players is on the roster? 55, 60, whatever it is. Out of them 60 players, he brought in like 40 new players in 2017 and or it might have been 16. In 2019, you're in the Super Bowl. Then you go into the 2020s. Bro, you didn't been into 2 NFC championships in a bowl. So, like I said, with me leading off with 2 of our DCs got promoted. They didn't lose their job. They got promoted. Now you get DC with Wilkes. So, like I said, he had and we talk about how he looked. It's just compiled stress on not being able to capitalize. But to answer your question, you got to give him a 10-piece because he tore this shit down from Tom Sula and the other shit.
Oh my God! And York goofy ass. You know what I'm saying?
York goofy ass. Facts.
Shit.
You ain't
know what I'm saying? Man,
hey, but y'all team is getting older, man. I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like,
so JD, tell me this, JD. I mean, because y'all got to get younger, bro. And the reason why, and this is how I felt. I was talking to my other homeboy who's a Niner fan, and I said it. I said Green Bay had y'all circled in the beginning of the year because of how things went last year. I'm gonna tell you who else got y'all circled, and y'all gonna see them soon. Detroit.
Facts. Last game of the season.
So bro, Detroit, you don't think they're gonna be hyped in that game? They don't care who y'all got coming out.
Hey, you better beat them boys.
And so before I lead off what's going on with us, Detroit done put up both 40-point games and a 50-point game. And they got offensive linemen out there playing skill positions. They're highly disrespected right now. Detroit is
they super disrespectful.
Just like how you said, Shotty, earlier about how y'all got one of the best depths in the league. If you look at our drafts, we've been trying to draft for depth. It just don't pan out. We took 2 receivers this year. We've taken multiple running backs. You know what I mean? Even though we hit on our late picks come to stores, but yet our depth picks, they get moved on. So And then now you got, like you said, you got baby Shook Knight. He like 35 years old. Debo,
Right.
he getting almost to 30. Brandon Ayuk coming off of ACL. Whatever's going on with Nick Bosa. Bosa ain't been Bosa since 2022, 100%. So my thing is that even though we have been preparing for this,
we getting up there too.
we took Pearsall in the first round.
And Fred Warner can't cover the whole field.
There it is. There, Freddie Warner. But see that. But also we missing this running mate on the other
Right,
side.
Greenlaw. Y'all missing Greenlaw.
Greenlaw gonna be the same.
Geez, over there. I can't think of Devondre, and Devondre ain't being able to do too much for us. You know what I mean? But we
At
do
all.
got secondary young bulls. Fucking Mustafa smacked the shit out of Jacobs.
Man, I ain't gonna hold you. I like that kid, bro. That Ricky, I like Mustafa, bro.
And Green, even though Ronaldo got the pass interference in the end zone,
Right.
that got y'all. I think that was
That was on Dobbs. That was on Dobbs.
Oh my mama, facts.
Yeah.
But he might be nice. So as we start to prepare and get to pay Purdy and get rid of some of these older players, they have been preparing for it, but yet it just isn't showing with those players rising up to the occasion, especially with all these.
JD, you think y'all keeping Debo?
I hope so.
I don't think so. I don't think y'all are, JD.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing with Debo is like
he takes a cut.
Before CMC came, Debo was the end all be all. So for CMC come half the season the first year, then the next season to have 330 touches. That's rushes and receptions combined.
Right.
That's taken away from Debo. What Debo do?
Right.
And y'all just extended CMC.
So here's the thing, though.
Y'all just gave CMC the bag. So like,
and now y'all got.
I'm assuming you're gonna move off. I'm assuming you're moving off of Debo this year.
I think y'all are. I think y'all. That's who I think y'all.
Because you gotta pay Brock Purdy. You gotta pay Brock Purdy.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, unless Debo take a pay cut, I don't see y'all cashing out Debo.
We've seen cash out before. We've seen cash out before, and only thing is whether if Debo want to take that pay cut or not. You know what I mean? Because somebody
cash him out.
New England thirsty for a receiver. Carolina might be thirsty for a receiver. Dallas might be thirsty for a receiver. If you can bring in somebody, the Raiders, if you could bring in somebody like that to like a stopgap, that way you don't have to use a high draft pick on a receiver and still get a little bit of production out of them and then draft a receiver. Yeah, you'll bring Debo in. Just like T. Higgins.
I could see Debo going to like Minnesota or Detroit.
100%. 100%. He want that ring.
Yeah,
I can see him going to Steelers too.
Yeah, I can see him going to Pittsburgh too. Yeah,
because they like Tomlin over there. But man, JD, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't like y'all for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I like, you know what I'm saying? You my boy, but I ain't never a day in my life like the Niners.
I love JD. That's my guy.
Brandon was gonna come up on here. He was doing a lot of talking in our group text. He was doing a lot of talking. Jay Will. He was doing
Jay Will
doing too much talking about, you know what I'm saying? Oh, y'all too happy to beat a team that didn't have so-and-so, this and this and that. And I'm like, dude, come on. You know what I'm saying? Then he said he's going to come up on here. But he's giving y'all the injury excuse. Like, dude, no team is 100%. I get y'all. Brock Purdy is a big, you know what I'm saying? But who cares? You know what I'm saying? You gotta go up there and because we missed what? Love missed some time too, and we won, you know what I mean? But it is what it is.
I'm gonna give you one more jewel that I heard during the broadcast. Right? And Brady said for the last 3 years, as far as the Niners went, it's like playing an extra season of football, right?
Facts. That is so true. I heard him say that
they
too.
Lost the Super Bowl, then coming in with the Ayuk shit, man, whatever, man. And fuck them. Excuse my language, man. Them injuries don't matter, bro. Y'all, that's why he looked the way that he looked, bro.
He looked so worn out, man.
100%, bro. Oh my mama, he better get his daddy.
I thought that too. He looks so bad, man.
He looks stressed out, bro. And not only that, your team has been beat up. Something told me Ayuk, and you never wish injuries on somebody. Something told me Ayuk was gonna get injured, bro. You ain't been in camp all year, all off season,
bro. He was stunting while he
You
was
was
on.
stunting, trying to get your bread
That's the
on
same
these
money that he,
podcasts. Yeah.
and
Yeah,
you signed for the same money that they
they
offered you
signed
as a
for the
given.
same money, bro. Like, really?
Right. You could
They
have
did
ended
all
that
that.
earlier and took that contract, but no, you start smelling yourself and you thought you were better than what you were. And your market value was not that. And
No,
to me, because if it was the case, bro, you could have took crazy bread to go to New England, but you
That's
didn't
it.
want to
There it
do
is there.
that.
There it is there, big bro. Them is facts.
Right. You didn't want to do that though, because you knew you lead this system in Shanahan, bro. New England is where receiver careers go to die.
Ah,
Okay.
the simple man.
So you knew. So he should have instead of him BSing, he should have just took that deal that y'all offered him to begin with. Because that's the same deal he ended up signing anyway.
That shit crazy.
So, it's just crazy, man. Some of these players, dude, it's a business. I know it. You got to get your bread. I'm all for players getting their money, no doubt, because these owners, they make
Talk about
billions off of these dudes. So, like, I always say, get your money. I don't care. But how he went about it, it was like, dude, you should have just signed the deal they gave you from jump. And you would have been in camp, and he probably wouldn't have got hurt this year, honestly.
I agree with that, big bro.
You know what I'm saying? I like IU, bro. I like that kid. So, we'll see going forward. But I just,
He went to JC out here.
yeah, he sure did. He
On my
sure
mama.
did.
Sure.
Yep, sure did. Yep.
Wow.
So,
Dang.
we'll see. We'll see what happens going forward. But yeah, I just think the Niners got to get younger, bro. They definitely got to get younger.
They've been prepared for it. It just ain't panned out.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel you.
I mean,
I
like
feel you on that.
we had to do it. You know what I'm saying? We had to get rid of one of our
Rodgers and all this, man, all that
yeah,
dead
Devontae
weight.
had to go. Yeah, these was top. You know what I'm saying? Top players in the NFL at the time. You know what I mean? And we had to get rid of that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, y'all young at what quarterback? But that's about
Yeah.
it. You know what I
Hey,
mean?
right here, you still got Bosa. Bosa's still young. Fred
Yeah,
Warner,
both are still young.
you know,
Yeah.
what I mean, I think all four of us can be in agreement on Shanahan's scheme and what he brings to the table as an offense.
Oh man,
That boy played when he. But the thing is, when he get them big games, them crucial moments, man,
Yeah.
that's where he fall apart, man. He think too much, or he just start throwing the ball, man. Run
yeah,
the
I think he
ball.
outthink himself. I think he outthink himself, and he stopped doing what got him in that position
You know,
to
you could,
begin
you know
with.
what I'm saying? Like, yo, you got to win the game, man.
Gotta win the game, bro, when it counts. 100%.
Yeah,
But
I love Shanahan though. I think he's
said-
regarded as one of the top coaches in the NFL, hands down, outside of Andy
I think
Reid. I
he
fuck with
probably the
Shanahan.
number one. You know what I'm saying?
And we got to think, and I love. I'm sorry, JB.
No, I'm just saying. I think he's the number one play caller. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to head coaching, he could get out coached. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, I think he can too.
And we got to remember, AR Andy Reid in Philly, he ran up against Tampa, all types of shit in the NFC, and he never got it done. Once he got to KC, that's where he really established himself as the.
Because you know why though? You know why, JD? You know how I feel about that. How I feel about that is because KC didn't have any expectations, bro.
Yeah.
He just went in there with no expectations. They just wanted a winner, and he was a proven winner. He just ain't won the big one,
Right.
and that's all they wanted. He went in there with no expectations, and he was able to really build that thing how he wanted to build it. You know what I'm saying? And the rest is history, bro. That's one of the greatest coaches to ever grace the football field.
100%, and he completely changed his narrative over there. 100%, because
Right.
them McNabb teams, they was balling, bro.
Balling.
Everything.
They made it to 3 straight NFC championship games.
Facts, and I'm a big D-Jack fan. I'm a big Shady fan. And them two together on their podcast, they go crazy. And then Shady, as a TV personality on regular TV, he speaks highly of Andy Reid 100%.
Right.
And they had squad over there. You know what I mean? And been to multiple, like you said, championships, all types of stuff. You know what I mean? But when he completely got to KC and rewrote it, bro, on my mama, and he's at the upper echelon. So my thing is with Kyle, even though he ain't been able to get it done, he's still got some time. But the thing is, this season, might be a blessing and a curse in the same
Same
thing.
time. Yeah, I agree. I know where you headed with that one. I know what you
100%.
thinking. Yeah, I know what you thinking with that one because maybe, yeah, because sometimes you got to get humbled, bro. Sometimes in this league, you got to
100%.
get humbled, and because of all the success he's had throughout his career, and just throughout his tenure in San Fran, sometimes it takes seasons like this for you to be like, all right, you know what I'm saying? Let me hit the reset button. Let me get back to the basics and the fundamentals that
Super
got
Bowl
me in this
hangover, man,
position.
ain't no joke.
You know what I'm saying?
When you lose the
So
Super Bowl, it's hard the next year.
it's hard to get back. Yeah. Philly went through it last year. You know what I'm saying? They ripped off like 10 straight, 11 straight, and lost the rest of the season.
They got
They
smacked
lost
in
every
the
single
first
game
round.
after that.
Baker.
Right. Right. Sent them home packing, bro. So like it happens, dude. It happens. That hangover is real. The Super Bowl hangover is real. So, another team going through that same transition is Cincinnati.
Facts.
They going through the same thing.
Facts.
So, it's just, I agree. Sometimes it is a blessing in disguise. And that's why I always try to tell people, I don't care how you win in this league. A win is a win, bro. You cannot take this shit for granted, dog. It is hard to win in the NFL. So, you get a win, bro. Like, that's a big deal. It's hard to win in this league. It's a week-to-week league, as you guys know. So, in my opinion, bro, you never apologize for winning. I don't give a damn how you win. You don't apologize for that.
It's facts. And
So, you know what I'm saying? I gladly take take this dub, regardless. Like,
you know what, bro? To further that point, just ask KC and what Carolina gave them yesterday as well.
That part. Talk about that.
And they taking that. They taking that W.
They taking that. They taking that. Dude, Carolina almost upset them boys.
Come on, any given Sunday, big bro.
Any given Sunday, like we just said. Yeah. Oh, you think they are gladly taking that?
100%. On to the next one.
On to the next one, bro. All you got to do just get dubs at this point. 100%. Get dubs, get to the offs, and then let it all hang out.
Exactly.
In the offs, bro. So, yeah, man.
They would have lost, all hell would have broke loose. You know what I'm saying? They would have got clown. You know what I'm saying?
They would have got drugged. They would have got drugged on social media.
If we would have lost to y'all, man, come on, man.
Yeah,
no, like it would have been a rap. You know what I'm saying? They would have been on our heads too. You know what I mean? Like they say, this is the game we were supposed to win. We won it. If we would have won it close, they would have been complaining. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Like I'm just trying to get enough W's to get into the playoffs and then go undefeated from there, man.
I agree, big bro.
But man, I appreciate you, JD, man. Any last thing you want to say? Oh well, our next game is on Thanksgiving. So who you got, JD? I don't know. I ain't got the games in front of me, but I know we play. You know what I mean? But so who you got for the Miami and Green Bay game?
Man, now that
you go get us. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. You can go get us.
I mean, I'm saying I really don't know, bro. I ain't gonna get no prediction or nothing like that. 100%. I just want to see a good game on Thanksgiving, man. While we all getting full and catching the itis and let the TV.
Hey, I don't want to see the early games though. The early games is trash.
Who's playing early?
I think Detroit. I think Detroit and Chicago playing, and I think
Bears.
I think Bears Detroit playing. That should be cool. And I think the Giants and Dallas. That's gonna be terrible. And then we got the late game.
Yeah, I'm glad we got the late game. You know what I'm saying? The Coder he get, man, for Lil Tua. You know what I'm saying? I don't want him throwing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, man. I appreciate you, JD. It's always love, man.
Pull up,
yeah, man. Tell your boy, you know what I'm saying? Doing a lot of talking. Bro. I'm telling you, Jay Will was doing a lot of talking, man. I'll show you the and
I understand why. Oh, everything, you know,
he said it don't affect him, it affect him, you know what I'm saying? Losing to us.
He in his feels. He know he in his feelings.
You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. It just at the end of the day, we just got bragging rights. Y'all had bragging rights for so long. I mean, It's a regular season game, but still, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to Green Bay and Niners, man, y'all been having our number for the longest. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, if this is one of the games that keep y'all out the playoffs, it's not the same feel as getting beating y'all in the playoffs, though, because we ain't never did that with Aaron Rodgers. So, it's been a minute since we beat y'all in the playoffs, though. But
my thing is like when fucking LaFleur caught that fade route in the fourth quarter. I'm
It's personal, baby. It's personal.
Hey, how did you feel about that, JD? How did you?
Hey, but the thing is, McKinney was talking the other day about, you know what I'm saying, he don't like that, you know what I'm saying, running up the score on people like that.
Hey, look, bro, when you play in Madden, that's what it is, man. It's feet on necks, man. You don't never let up.
Exactly. He had to get that get back from Watson, you know what I'm saying? I think that was just a makeup touchdown from Watson. So he's like, well, we about to get in here, man. But yeah, man, that Watson went hurt. I was like, man, I hope that don't give him the momentum, because I was telling Rashad, if that was Aaron Rodgers, because like when we played y'all in the playoffs last time, Aaron Rodgers, when Mercedes Lewis fumbled, it was a wrap. You know what I'm saying? Like he couldn't move the ball no more after that.
Is that the game with the
block field goal or block punt?
Yeah. But see, with Love don't give a damn.
That bad boy. We couldn't move the ball with Rodgers. We couldn't move the ball no more. And that was in the first and second quarter.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Mercedes
Love would throw 2 picks and still be slinging that motherfucker.
And that motherfucker, so before we got the field goal to end out the half, he took like 3 shots to the end zone, though.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I didn't like that. That's what I didn't.
Oh, my mama. I'm saying he was trying to get the ball in.
Yeah, because he tried to make up for that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted that touchdown.
100%, bro.
He wanted that touchdown. I didn't like that. You know what I'm saying? That he was just chucking them balls, but he got the dub, man. So I appreciate, like I said, man. Hard to start in the building, man. It's all love. It's family, man. Stay tuned, family in the building, man. Because Mike was here, Shotty Dotty here, man. Shotty, go check him out. Because of Michael's Corner, you know what I'm saying? He on TikTok, man.
Yeah, man. I think this weather's gonna affect the Dolphins, man. I think that we're gonna be able to beat them. I got us winning by over 10 points against them because their defense isn't that great at all. So
yeah, I've been preaching that since the beginning of the year.
That defense loves me. New England was able to run that ball down their throats. They just couldn't stick with it.
Josh Jacobs. Yeah, I got him getting 2+ touchdowns again.
Jacobs game. I mean, they got a run game too, but this is gonna be Josh Jacobs' game, man.
Yeah, but you saw what we did against Christian McCaffrey and Jordan Mason. We can do that against a Chan and Mostert.
I mean, it's week to week. I hope so. I'm with you. We can.
It's really just a Chan on everything.
We had Mostert. You know what I'm saying? When y'all had a Mostert ran on us, but that was laid back though. But you know what I'm saying? Like we showed that we can hold it, but it's will we? You know what I'm saying? We week to week too. You know what I'm saying? We haven't really played consistent like I like. But
hey, knock on wood, we didn't have any new injuries.
Except Romeo.
Well, yeah, except for Romeo Dobbs, but which is by my opinion our best route runner.
Yeah, he a super duper weirdo. Like I always say, Romeo, he's the weirdo, but he could catch that ball, man. He dropped one though. I think he could have caught it, but I mean, we want.
I would say him and Wicks are our best route runners.
Wicks, I don't know. Wicks disappeared, man.
I think Jaden Reed and Christian are more our fast guys, man. They got
Jaden Reed. You know what I'm saying? Like Jaden Reed came out this year. You know what I'm saying? Hot. I mean, but he's spreading the ball around, so you really can't be mad because he's spreading the ball around. It's just not like, you know what I'm saying?
He had 7 receivers with 40+ targets.
Yeah. Like that's how Rodgers started. You know what I'm saying? Rodgers started, you know what I'm saying, spreading the ball around with Jordan,
yes, he did.
And Jennings and stuff like that.
Jennings, Driver.
Eventually he found a couple of guys to get in rhythm with.
Yeah. It was Jordy for the, you know what I'm saying? Jordy eventually became that guy, but Cobb was still, you know what I'm saying, getting boys.
James Jones was a good receiver.
Jones, you know what I'm saying? Like at the beginning of Rodgers' career,
he had Greg Jennings for a little bit there.
Yeah, he had a team, and then eventually then Devontae came, you know what I'm saying? Devontae came and he solidified himself as the number 1 receiver in the league.
But like you said, Josh, we need to start utilizing Tucker Kraft more. I think he's just such a threat, man. I think he's a real threat.
That boy, they said after the catch, he is almost 9 yards, you know what I'm saying? After that, after he break tackles and he going for another 9, you know what I mean? Average. You know what I'm saying? He's getting at least 9.
You know, he reminds me like a little bit of like Kittle, man, like with that toughness.
Definitely Kittle is that
with
dude.
The toughness and the ability to catch, you know?
He was the only spotlight for us. So,
Kittle was doing his thing. I can't even lie. I was like, man,
Kittle was
on him though. Our people was on Kittle, and Kittle was still making the catches.
And Brandon Allen didn't play too bad of a game. He fumbled.
At the halftime, he had a 122 yard. I mean, 122 QB rating,
and they couldn't run the ball. So all it was just Brandon Allen trying to get it to Kittle because Jawan Jennings didn't do too much. E-Mac didn't do nothing on the ground. 100%. You know what I mean? It was all Kittle, and Kittle just he missed the game before in the Seattle game. He didn't play that game, so he was just.
Debo was dropping passes. Debo, you know what I'm saying? He was one of the reasons why he threw that interception to McKinney.
Right, and Debo dropped it.
Exactly.
Fact. Wasn't a bad throw. He just fucking dropped. Excuse my language.
Exactly. We just you know what I'm saying, capitalize, which you know what I'm saying, what y'all was doing, you know what I'm saying, against us in the past, capitalizing on our mistakes, and we finally
that's what
capitalize on yours.
That's what good teams do, though, bro. You don't play down to the competition, whether it's injuries, or they just weak as ever, or you know what I mean. You play to the top teams. You know what I mean. You got to play your best every week, 100%. And like y'all said, this is the end of November. Thanksgiving a couple of days away. This is it. It's crunch time. What is it? Only 6 games left in the season.
Yeah, just about.
Yeah, bro,
It's must win for everybody now. You know what I'm saying?
It's crazy to say that too, man. That the season's almost over.
It just like it just started.
Games.
Yeah, man. It's getting
But
crunch time.
here's the thing. That's why I'm for putting more games on the season. That's why I'm all for it. I love that.
Well, I'm not. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not. I think after they do this 18th game, we won't see another extra game for a long, long time. I'm talking decades and decades because what they want to do is, which I understand, they want to make it a 3-day weekend like the Super Bowl. They want to make the Super Bowl a 3-day weekend because that following day, that Monday, I think is President's Day. I think. So they want to make it. So if they push the Super Bowl out another week, that following Monday is President's Day.
Either that or they're gonna chop off some preseason games.
Yeah, well, they're gonna do that, and they're gonna extend the Super Bowl another week. So I think so.
Do you think they should get rid of some of the preseason games? What do you guys think?
Oh, they should. I mean, honestly, they should only have like one preseason game. That's it.
Do you think that teams should mandate everything? In my opinion, bro, if you're part of a team, I think you should have to do everything.
What?
Everything.
Do what? What you mean?
Like spring training, OTAs, everything.
Everything. I mean,
because back in the day, you didn't hear about guys like Dan Marino, Steve Young, all them other dudes like skipping out on training camp and shit like that. Nobody was doing that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Not even Brady. Brady never did that shit. Peyton Manning never did that shit.
Yeah,
bro.
I mean, you don't see them doing that. You don't see them doing that if they trying to win. Everybody usually come to mini camp and training camp because they trying to win.
Okay, right before we left, like we see the difference when Aaron Rodgers goes to a different team and then when Brady and Peyton Manning went to different teams, you know what I'm saying? They went and got they people and start practicing, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But that's what I'm saying, though. If you want that mentality, that winning mentality, you got to put in that work. You can't just skip these things, bro. And that's where I'm having, like, issues with that, bro. And that's why I think the league should mandate it league-wide. If you don't show up, you get some type of suspension or something, bro.
Right.
That's fucking crazy,
pass,
bro.
Yeah, they got to
pass.
But I also credit Rodgers leaving because that's when Jordan Love got all his reps, and that's why he got better because Rodgers wasn't there.
Practice matters.
You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't there in the offseason, and that's when Love turned that corner and they were ready to move on from Rodgers. You know what I'm saying? Because they seen Love so much in the offseason. You know, they were ready to move on. So I do credit Rodgers for doing that. Like, all right, bro, you gonna be stupid and move on and not show up for OTAs and not care to work with your receivers.
Yeah. Because Brady was the first one to say it don't matter what I did in New England, it ain't got nothing to do with, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But Rodgers is as great as he was, as great of a talent he was never a leader, in my opinion. He was never a legit leader, ever.
I only think he was a leader when they were winning, you know?
Nah, his
And
talent.
Like
and to
just
me,
when they
that's
were
not
winning.
a but that's not a leader. That's not a
Right,
leader though.
exactly. I agree with you 100%.
That's not a leader.
His talent got him, you know what I'm saying, away with a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
what he did on the field was no, you know what I'm saying, he was carrying us, you know what I'm saying, for the most part sometimes. So hey, but I mean it is what it is.
I
Our
think
boys out
that
of
Brett
here.
Favre was much more
Out
of
of
a.
his injury seasons, what was his other down seasons? Is there
I
like
don't
a
think he really had a down. His first season
I don't
that he
think
Oh, he
started,
really never had a down season.
his
I don't think
first
he had
Oh,
a
starting
he
down
got a
season,
down when
season.
he got hurt.
his first
Yeah.
starting season, he went
Yeah, his
9-8.
first season. But
Yeah,
after that,
Yeah.
but
he
after
always, you know what
that,
I'm saying? That boy
yeah,
didn't have a
Well,
down season
I,
until his
well,
last two.
his well, I take
he
that
does
back.
have 4 MVPs.
His first two, like he didn't really have a down season, but his first 3 years, you got to understand, his first 3 years, he didn't win a playoff game until year three.
Yeah,
So you got to understand, like so his first year he missed the playoffs. His second year, he was able to make the wild card. They lost to Arizona, right? Which that was one of the greatest, craziest games ever.
Kurt Warner.
Um, yeah, with Kurt Warner and all of them. So he lost against the Cardinals his second year, and they were a wild card team. His third year, people forget this, the year he won the Super Bowl, he was on the verge of missing the playoffs. People
hmm
forget that. We got in as the last seed, which was the sixth seed at the time. We needed
yeah,
so much help to get in because if he would have missed the playoffs, they would have been like, all right, bruh, y'all need to get Rodgers up out of here because he hasn't won a playoff game, which is crazy to say, but
right.
that's the reality of the situation at the time. Rodgers hadn't won a playoff game. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I try to tell people like with Love in year one, he won a playoff game. He beat the number two seed. You
100%?
know what I'm saying? He beat a team that they won 16 straight at home in his first year. And then his second year, he has a team that they're 8-3 in his second year. And he's pretty much probably gonna make the playoffs again. So I try to tell people, if you really want to dig into it, bruh, Love is doing something Favre and Rodgers couldn't do in their first 3 years.
Yeah, I'm
So
saying. So man, yeah, man. Like you know what it is. Like I said, it's gonna be our third time closing though, but we about to get up out of here, man. JD, tell them where they can find you at tonight, man. Got a couple people
Hard to
watching.
Start podcast. So we're gonna do the watch party for the Chargers and the Ravens for sure. So
yes,
pull up,
sir.
and then tomorrow night 7 p.m. You catch me on Stay Tuned Live 100%, man.
Yes,
West Coast.
sir.
Yeah, I'm saying stay tuned in the building. You know what I'm saying? It's a movement, baby. It's all love from here, man. Mike, you still up in here?
Yes, sir.
Tell them where they can find you at on
I'm right here.
TikTok, baby. Let's go.
All right, man. You can find me on Cousin Michael's Corner on TikTok, and then you can find me at Cousin Michael on YouTube. I'm gonna start loading some stuff up on there, and I'm gonna
Yes,
start my
sir.
podcast soon.
Get that
Yeah,
Oh,
baby so we can start, you know what I'm
and
saying?
I'll
So we
be
can
on.
get that out
I'm
there.
gonna actually. I think I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm gonna pop in tomorrow for sure. I'll be on tomorrow.
Yeah, we doing Willie's
10
Bar
o'clock.
tomorrow. No sports tomorrow. It's Willie's Bar tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? So we talking reckless. You know what I mean?
All right,
Jay
so
Will. Now
it
we gonna talk
starts
some. We gonna
10
talk some
Eastern.
sports.
Is
We gonna
is that
talk some
10
sports.
Eastern?
Yeah, it starts. Yeah, it's gonna start at
Yeah,
10
10
Eastern.
Eastern. Okay.
It might not be at the beginning. Sports might be, you know what I'm saying, towards the end because me and Jay Will, we gonna have a talk. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
we're
I'll
gonna
be
do the
there.
entertainment first, and then you know what I'm saying, second half. We definitely gonna talk some sports because Jay Will been talking pretty reckless for somebody that lost. So, but man, we out.
Hell
Oh,
yeah.
shot, man, tell them about them shot eats before we get up out
Hey
of here.
man, hey, catch me on all platforms. Shot Eats. Man, I do food content, and and
Yes.
I'll be on the Stay Tuned as well every Tuesday. And you already know, man. Go Pack Go. Let's try to get this win. Hope everybody has a happy Thanksgiving. Hope you spend it with your family, friends, man. Much love and
Yeah, we
eat
having the
good.
Thanksgiving
And
show
yeah.
tomorrow, man. The Thanksgiving show, baby. You know what I'm saying? Thanksgiving Willie's Bar
hmm
in the building, man. But we up out of here.